Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 3. We are in Leaves on our free day and we got a couple of bonding points still left to do. Only 2? Really? We had 4, right? Then we did Altina and Toa? Yeah, it's right, it's right. We still have Ash and Gaius left to do. Okay. I was just looking at it and I thought, did I miscounted that? Because it's definitely something I would do. Miscount something like that. But yes, getting back down to business. We are on a free day. We have some bonding events still left to do.
Okay.
We've got a few things that we still have to do in Leaves. Meaning 2 locations that both have a side quest to do. There is no more bonding events in Leaves itself. Those we have finished. So let's do Radio Trista and the bakery, and after that we'll go to school and well, maybe see the Union's bonding event. We'll save just before we do that. Alright, let's go. Oh, Major Irving, it's rare of you to take a break. Well, despite what you may think of me, I do take breaks, Schwarzer. It's my first time here, but I'm impressed by the selection. I wouldn't mind frequenting this cafe. Randy mentioned it too, but Major Irving has really softened up. I wouldn't mind frequenting this cafe. When I have the time, this wouldn't be a bad spot to read. Oh, definitely. The smell of bread in the morning is amazing. Oh, Lisa hasn't been there herself lately. It's like she's daydreaming. Oh, I get it. It must be a guy. Oh, I'm gonna ask her later. She seems distracted. It's really hard to talk to her. I'm gonna ask her later. Oh, welcome, instructor. Did you come here for my request, perhaps? That's right. Your bread is great too, but I just came to help out. You wanted me to look for something? Oh yes, but it is quite personal. I'm so sorry for bringing you here for this. It might be a little harder than you expected. Don't worry about it. So, can you tell me more about it? Okay. Well, are you aware that I'm not from the Leaves area? I actually only moved here last year. Yeah, I heard. But in that time, your story's gotten so popular, and people are coming here all the way from the capital. Fortunately, yes. But I actually came here once before, 2 years ago. I really fell in love with this town and decided to open my shop here. With him. With him? So, you came here on a vacation with your boyfriend? Well, he was my lover, my fiancé. Ah, I see. I never knew that she had a fiancé. Wait, aren't you running this place on your own? Yes, she is, Rean. Read the room. Either he stayed behind in the capital, or they broke up. Yes, we promised that we would open the store together, but due to certain circumstances, I came here by myself to get the business rolling. Recently though, I received a strange letter from him. He sent me a grand opening gift, but I need to solve the riddle he gave me in order to find it. The riddle, you say? That's interesting. He can be too playful sometimes. It's not urgent, but if you could help me. A gift from her fiancé. Well, I don't blame her for being bothered by it. It probably won't be a ring. Will it? Well, if it's a ring, we can leave it where it is and then urge her to find it herself. But at least it's good to know that they aren't broken up. They're just working from 2 different locations, which could be a hard thing having a long distance relationship. Offer to help, of course. Well, if you don't mind, I'd love to help you. Oh, thank goodness, it's been bothering me for a while. Now then, would you mind taking a look at the letter? Certainly. Dear Eliza, you should have opened the bakery by now. I'm sure your days are filled with work and worry. But when you have a spare moment, I'd like you to follow these clues. The secret words we left behind, the place where travelers first stop. There you should be able to find my gift to you. I see. Some kind of puzzle. The place where travelers stop first. Well, the first place a tourist visit is... Oh, do you have any idea what he means? Yeah, I think I do. You guess you'll be waiting at the very end. I'll let you know when I find out. Very well. Oh, I'm sorry for putting a personal trouble like this on you. But thank you, instructor. Interesting. Liza's gift started. Well, the first place people would stop is either at the church, or maybe a stop to get supplies, maybe a bar to get some food, an inn to spend the night. I can think of several places. But let's see what the game wants us to do. Probably the church, isn't it? No, not even that. Oh, of course the station, because that's where the train arrives. I'm thinking 10 steps ahead again. It happens. That part of the riddle, where travelers first stop. The first place in town someone would end up would definitely be Leave Station. I was no exception. I went through here too the first time I came to Leaves. Well, time sure does fly. The secret words we left behind at the place where travelers first stop. The next part is the secret words we left behind. I guess have a look around. Is there like... Oh wait, I see something shiny in the background. That must probably be it. I would say, is there a guest book somewhere where we write stuff down? Oh, hello there. Is there something I can help you with? Yes, I'm looking for something. Is there anywhere here at the station where people can leave messages or anything like that? Ah, do you mean the memories notebook? Well, you can find it in the waiting room over there. Maybe I should go take a glance at it. The memory notebook is a notebook we've provided for visitors guests to write in. Many travelers choose to write their thoughts or draw beautiful sketches in it. If you're interested, please feel free to look through it as long as you like. Sounds actually like a really nice idea. I think in real life it wouldn't work that well, at least not in Europe at least. Because that's what I know, because I live here. Because a lot of people will, in the beginning, probably do it really well and nice, writing notes for anybody. But as soon as young people find out, they're gonna mess with it. Like, draw private parts and stuff like that in it, and just cursive and things like that. Yeah, they would mess with it, definitely. But the idea itself is really nice, I have to admit that. Memories notebook. Please use this to record the memories of your trip. Well, this is a notebook for visitors to write their thoughts and memories in. The secret words we left behind. I wonder if Liza wrote anything in it. That would have been 2 years ago. So... Ah, here we go. Liza. He took a day off so we could come on a 2-day trip. Leaves is such an adorable little town. Julian. Our dream is to open a bakery. Like I thought, small towns like this are a better fit for us than crowded places like Heimdall. I hope we'll be able to find a good location. We'll also have to go visit the house of the Shining Cup together. She did say yes after all. That's a private matter. No need to be shy, Liza. I'm not. I'm not sure I get what they were talking about, but it's clear they were enjoying themselves. And this part sticks out to me. It must be what the letter was talking about. The house of the Shining Cup. Where else could that be? Maybe I'll just go check there. Maybe that's the meaning of one of the store's name, like New Suan. Or maybe the Shining Cup at the bar, like they polish the cup so it's all nice and clean. Or, I don't know, maybe something else. What would it be? The chapel. So, do they mean like the Shining Cup where people when they go to church on Sunday drink from? Depending, of course, on which church you're gonna go, of course. Oh, please don't worry yourself on my account. By the way, I told Father Henry about my business trip, but I have the strange feeling that he knows where I really am. Am I overthinking it? Maybe. Or he's just concerned about you. The House of the Shining Cup has to be referring to the Septian Church, right? Father Henry might know something. I better ask him. Ah, can I help you with something? I'd like to ask you a question. Do you happen to remember two travelers coming here by the capital about 2 years ago? They were a couple. I'm sure I've seen quite a few people that might match that description, but... Ah, actually, I believe I know who it is you're referring to. They came to enjoy our tour of the church together. The love of them were so in love I could possibly have forgotten it. The two had recently gotten engaged, if I remember correctly. The man's name was Julian. They consulted me about potentially having their wedding here. Ah, I see. So that's what the note meant by her saying yes. You may already know, but that woman was Liza, the baker owner. She still comes around from time to time. Yeah, turns out she's fell in love with Leaves and ended up moving here. Unfortunately, Julian hasn't come yet. Ah. Father? Sorry, it's nothing. I just remembered that Julian left me a letter. He told me that someday someone would come here asking about the two of them. Do you want me to give it to you? Well, I don't know if I'm worthy of receiving it, but it should be fine. It is what he requested. Besides, you've been helping Liza out, haven't you? Alright, I'll take it, thank you. I don't think we should read it, but we should definitely take it. Well, here it is. Now, let's see here. Liza, there's one thing I know for sure. We will move to this town someday, so until then, I leave this gift with the keeper who watches from the hill. I hope this happiness lasts forever. Julian. This is... He left the gift somewhere? Does it mean it's been somewhere in Leaves for 2 years? That's pretty surprising. I hope this happiness lasts forever. Isn't the kind of message you leave with just any gift? Oh, did you discover something? Yes, I think I have a good idea. I should look into this. The keeper who watches from the hill. If it's Leaves, the hill part probably refers to... Could it be that one spot? Okay, game, you have to give me a bit more hint, because there aren't a lot of big hills in here. It could be the top of a building, like the old barren place where now the school is. Well, it's definitely not in this main town, so I'm gonna guess it's in the branch campus. Well, we are busy with it, so might as well try and complete it. And while we're at the branch campus, shall we just also finish up the other quest that we have? The one with the card case? A tree? Apparently there was a small hill here before the branch campus was built. The keeper who watches from the hill. Could it mean the tallest tree here? Okay, I'll check it out. Rean got permission to dig around the big tree in the gardening area. After searching a couple of spots, he uncovered a small box wrapped in oiled paper. I didn't expect to find something like this here. The Julian guy seemed to like quite an interesting person. Anyway, now that I've found it, I should tell Liza. Oh my, so this is where it's been all this time. But why would he do something so roundabout like this? Oh. Would you care to do the honors, Liza? Oh yes, well then. Liza? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how long it's been since back then. Liza gently opened the small box. Inside was a small, beautifully wrapped bottle and a letter. To my beloved Liza, by the time you read this, you may already have opened up your bakery. If so, then I'd like to congratulate you. Your hard work has seen the dream we share come true at long last. I wish you all the blessings in the world. But the fact that you found this bottle means that I must no longer be there by your side. It seems I've left you all alone, and for that I am deeply sorry, my love. I swore to always make you happy, and I've been proud to uphold that promise my whole life, but I worry that in my absence your beautiful smile has been exchanged for tears. This may not be enough to atone for breaking my promise, but I've included herb seed with this letter. I got them during my last post. They're supposed to be pretty good, full of nutrients, with a distinctive flavor. I know they'll go perfectly with your delicious bread. I hope my worry proves to be nothing, and that your smile, that beautiful smile of yours, as you live out your dream. My eternal love to you, Julian. For some reason, it doesn't sound like somebody who is planning to move here. Is she still here? Really? Oh, Julian. So this is what you left me. Oh, this is so very like you. I have been wondering, but... Did Julian... Oh, I'm sorry, instructor. I shouldn't have kept this from you. Well, Julian was very kind and smart, but he was born into a poor family. In order to get a scholarship, he had to enroll in the military academy out in the countryside. After he graduated, he said he had to give back. So he enlisted in the military. He planned to retire from the military after 2 years when we'd open up a bakery together. No way. But one day, he was called to active duty and never returned. It's already been a year and a half since then. So, he did pass away, and in the Civil War too. That's actually really sad. I thought it was already sad at the idea that he was still in Heimdall working his butt off and not joining her at any time. I thought he was being a dick about that. But now to learn that he passed away, it didn't even cross my mind. Or I didn't want it to cross my mind. Well, after I lost him, I didn't know what to do. For a whole year afterwards, I felt as though my very soul had been ripped out. Even after that, it was too painful to live alone. No, maybe it was that I wanted to run away from the place we had lived in together. I ran off on my own to leave and open a bakery. But somehow, it felt as though I'd broken a promise to him. I felt so guilty. But seeing this, it seemed like he's already forgiven me. Well, the fact that he buried it here, he already assumed you were gonna be here in this town, opening up your bakery. That's how much faith he had in you. Yeah, it's clear to me that Julian genuinely wished for your happiness, and as a soldier, he knew something might happen to him, so he buried his last letter for you to find. He worried that you might end up losing your way, so he wanted you to make sure you open the bakery you planned to. I don't know that for sure, but I feel like that's the message these herb seeds are meant to convey. I see. The first letter I showed you was sent by this family. They found it while going through these things. It was as though he'd written the letter himself only the other day. It seemed like he just knew I had opened up a bakery. I found myself wondering how he could have known. But I think I was finally able to receive his last wish for me. Oh, thank you so much for finding this for me. And please, come visit our bakery anytime. Liza? Of course I will. You can count on me as one of your regulars. Yeah. A bit of coffee with a nice big old piece of cake or bread. Perfect. 6 special pancakes and 5,000 mirror. Yeah, that was a really nice quest. Bit sad, but still a good quest. Alright, before we start really going over the campus, let's finish up the 2 things we have here as well. Then we go back to Leaves, finish up Monk, and then we can start with the branch campus. But that side quest took a lot longer than I expected it to, and let's be honest, I don't mind. Really don't. Really don't. Really? Why are there so many people in here? Oh, no, don't talk. We're gonna do that later. Don't be curious. We'll talk to everyone we see. Wait, are they in the basement? I thought we were gonna be here, but that's not Stark, that's the other guy. Right, not here as well. Well, he definitely should be in there somewhere, right? Well, Juna is definitely in the cafeteria. Well, then he should be in the ground floor then, or... Nope, there he is. Found ya. Aw. Really? Yeah, you're making me come over to the other side? The pawn shops in Heimdall didn't have anything. This is gonna be impossible to find, isn't it? Check the orbital net, huh? Are you still looking for those cards you were talking about before? Instructor Rean? Yes, but no matter where I look, I can't seem to find them. It's true that they're old, but it's not like they're stupidly rare or anything like that. I see. Well, that deck of cards I bought, it's a long shot, but maybe I'll show them to Stark. Well, we can definitely show it to him. There's something I'd like you to look at. This wouldn't happen to be what you're looking for, would it? Rean showed the case of cards over to Stark. A card case? What's so special about it? Check inside. What's inside? These are... It really is them! This is a set of antique cards I've been looking for. But not just that. These scratches and creases. This is the exact deck that I lost. The exact deck? Yeah, these cards were my treasure. They were given to me by a guy I really looked up to. But one day my dad sold them to a pawn shop thinking they were his. Ah, so that's what happened. Pretty stupid, right? If I'd just taken better care of these, it never would have ever happened. Seeing these again reminds me of those days in Jirai. He was 4 years older than me, strong, smart, cunning. I can't even count how many times he fooled me with these cards. He must have been quite the trickster. Is he still in Jirai? No, in the Civil War last year he... I see. Sorry. From Jirai. 4 years older, But all that aside, where'd you even find this deck anyway? Oh, at the Nine Valley. I was there earlier and had the card case recommended to me. When I looked inside, there was a deck of cards sitting right in there. I'm guessing the previous owner sold the case with the deck still inside. I see. Well, so the cards were hidden in there. Maybe that explains why I had such a hard time finding them. Well, all's well that ends well. I'm glad you finally found them again. You should keep a close eye on those, Stark. Might as well keep the case too. But I can't just take this. Why not? You said yourself those cards are your treasure, right? Of course, I'm happy to have them again, but I can't just accept them like this. Let me pay you 100,000 mira for them. 100,000 mira? This is all the money I set aside to buy the deck if I ever found it. Just in case someone else got it before I could. Please accept this along with my thanks. I don't know why. The collector in me is saying refuse and keep the cards for ourselves. But on the other hand, it was his card to begin with. He lost it back in the days and we'll be able to return it to him, and there is something for it. I wish there was an option for us to basically give it to him without accepting the 1,000 mira. Wait. You know what? What if we refuse? Well, maybe Rean will give it to him for free? Because my mind did go to, if we refuse, we're gonna keep it ourselves, but what if we refuse? We're not refusing the fact of giving the cards to him, we're just refusing the money he's offering for it. And let's be honest, we don't need the money, it's really easy to get it, and it's really a lot of money. He can use it for better things. You know what, I'm gonna refuse in the hope that Rean will give it to him himself. Because 100,000 mira, that's a lot, and I'd rather gift it to him than that he pays it for it. Sorry, I can't accept that. How about this? Let's make a little wager. A wager? Yeah, I'm going to throw a 50 mira coin in the air and catch it. You just have to guess which hand I'm holding it in. If you guess wrong, you keep all that money of yours. That sounds pretty interesting. Alright, I accept. Yeah, and it reminds a little bit about the 50-cent thing with Crow. Which was really touching. But I guess right, you have to accept all the 100,000 mira. Deal. Here we go. Well, were you paying attention? Which hand is the coin in? Let's see. This was his favorite trick. Crow, yeah. That's the reason why Rean is doing the 50-cent thing. Because Stark is from Jirai just like Crow. And there's a good chance they knew each other. Instructor Rean's probably testing me to see if I know it. Seeing that coin fall down below was proof. So the correct answer is... neither. We don't even have a chance to select anything else. Really cool. Nice try, but there's nothing in either hand, is it? That's your guess? Let's check then. Well, the right hand's empty, but what about the left? What? You look surprised. You knew the trick, so you thought you knew the answer.
I see.
Yeah, you pulled a fast one on me. You had 2 coins and then you let one drop and keep the other in your left hand. Yep, that's it exactly. You're pretty good, Instructor Rean. You might even be better than Crow. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. I had a feeling you knew Crow. You must have really looked up to him back in Jurai. Well, yeah, he really taught me a lot. But I hadn't talked to him since he left Jurai. That long, huh? Well, he was around 13 when he left, right? Well, it was right after the former major, his grandfather, died. Everyone looked up to him. I was only 8 when it happened, so I didn't really understand the situation back then. So, to this day, I still regret that I wasn't able to say goodbye to him. I've been chasing his shadow since then. During the Civil War, I heard rumors of the Azure Chevalier, and I thought, maybe? But by the time I finally figured it out, his identity, Crow, well, had already... Well, I'm sure you know. Yeah, but wow, it's pretty incredible you were able to find that much out on your own. Thanks, I guess you could say Crow taught me well. Incidentally, I ended up deciding to come here to the branch campus because I heard you'd be here. If you've got a chance sometime, I'd love to hear more about Crow from you. He really was quite a card. Yeah, you said it. Still, I never could have guessed that that's what brought you to the school. In any case, I'm interested in hearing about what Crow was like when he was younger. So let's meet up sometime and swap stories. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it. I'll never lose this deck again, I swear it. Thank you so much, Instructor Rean. Oh, no problem at all. That masked man, there's no way it could be Crow. Oh, come on, it is. So many signs. Hey, we got extra AP. We didn't get the money though. I was still hoping to get it in some way or form. Do you mind if we talk about Crow again sometime? I know it's a touchy subject for you as well, so we can just leave it at that for now. In any case, thanks again, Instructor Rean, for everything. Well, I'm more than happy to oblige. 100%. Right, where would you not be? It did seem, according to the map, that you would be in the cafeteria. Yeah, she's in the kitchen helping around. Well, Leaf says there's summer festival on the same day as the capital. It's in 2 weeks, so we need to prepare. Oh, speaking of which, aren't the next field exercises around the time too? I'm not sure what's going to happen. We need to prepare the meal, so I'll confirm it with Mr. Michael. On the first day of the summer festival, everyone gathers at the tavern to celebrate. I have to prepare for that and the meal plans for the field exercises. Phew, I got a lot of work to do. Then you better ask for help, you'll need it. I'm pretty sure there's enough people that want to help you. Alright, seeing that Juna is there. Just making a save. Of course, we're gonna watch her bonding event, but we're not gonna stick with it. Flour, check. Dry yeast, check. Honey from America, salt from Berea Hearts. Looks like I've got everything. Juna, what are you doing around here? Well, I asked if I could borrow the kitchen. I'm gonna try making pretzels today. Oh, that braided bread thing. We eat them all the time here in the Empire. Is this the same over in Crossbell? Yeah, they're pretty popular. My younger siblings love them too. I did some research and in some parts of the Empire, they're popular snacks to eat during the summer festival. I thought I could make some and send back home with some other souvenirs. Ah, that's a great idea. That cheesecake you made yesterday was pretty good too. So I'm sure you can pull it off. Well, don't get your hopes up, this is only my first time making it. But if they turn out well, I'll share some with you. Making pretzels? Should I help? Juna, would it be alright if I helped you? Well, I actually have experience gathering ingredients for pretzels from when I was a student. It'll be my first time making them too, but I'd love to try. I would also like to thank your family for the time you visited during the field exercises. Okay, fine. I guess it'll all work out. Instructor, did you know that pretzels are a little different in Crossbell? Really? Yeah, you'll see when we're making them. Let's start prepping right away. Make sure you pull your weight. Oh, he will. Rean and Juna started preparing the pretzels together. Instructor, they're clumping up. You need to stir it as a steady rhythm. Gotcha. Now we let them rise in the oven. We'll have to wait a little bit. Well, I actually have these pre-risen ones already. When did you... I made these with leftover ingredients from yesterday's cake. Let's get these run ready while the new batch rises. Wow, she's very prepared. Just like this. Let's use up the whole batch. Aren't these kinda small? I thought they were supposed to be... Nah, this is fine. Come on, pick up the pace. We gotta bake them. Their easy bake oven. Ooh, they're all done. Well, not quite yet. Now we dip them in honey and sprinkle some salt on top. Ah, those are the finishing touches, huh? Oh, those are the small ones you can get in the back. Very good. And done. Wow, these look amazing. Okay, let's do a taste test. Oh, now that's a good crunch. They're much better than I expected. The harmony of sweet and salty. If I don't stop myself, I end up having to make more. Right? Oh, these turned out perfectly. During my research, I found out that these came from the Empire. Looked like Crossbell gave it a little twist by adding honey and other spices. Ah, I see. That's pretty innovative. So this is something that never would have been created if the two cultures hadn't merged. Yeah, I guess so. So anyway, that's kind of why I wanted to make them. I thought maybe I could get a clue as to how we could solve some of the issues between Crossbell and the Empire. What am I saying? Juna.
And now, I feel like maybe there's a future where people from both Crossbell and Erebonian can laugh together as friends.
Aren't they already at the branch campus? I think they are. She hasn't given up yet. She's persevering. Oh, this is it. Here's my chance. Instructor, I want to use this opportunity to... Thanks. I'm proud of you for saying that. As an Imperial and Asher instructor, I'll do anything I can help you achieve whatever you strive for. What?
Darn it, Instructor! I was so close to saying it! You're so frustrating.
Say what? If she doesn't just come out and say it, he's gonna interpret it as a confession of love. Huh? Say what?
Nothing.
I'm not sure what's going on. But you know, you look a lot happier than you did before, Yuna. Oh, that she does indeed. And so, after consoling Juna for a moment, Rean left the kitchen. Your bond with Juna strengthened. Yeah. It's sad we're not gonna keep it, but I think bonding points wise, I think it's much better to use it on Ash. Because we're gonna max her out regardless. I think with the Panzer training and maybe the Aeon battle, that's probably gonna end up somewhere in chapter 4. We're definitely gonna get there. So let's load up and pretend that didn't happen. At least not for the time being. Alright, that means that we still have one thing to do in the Town of Leaves. But at least these little points have been taken care of. Real good. Alright, let's deal with Monk, and let's hope it isn't a very big request. But we'll see if it is. Oh, the show's been doing well, and Monk's been busy. Though it looks like he's been dealing with some technical problems today. I guess I could help him organize today's letters? All these topics are very summary. I don't want any stupid stories. I better look for something cute. Sorting these letters out is pretty fun. Hearing them get ready aloud on air, it just warms my heart, you know? Oh, Monk's geekiness hasn't rubbed off on me, so don't get the wrong impression, okay? Oh, like I said before, you're opening up to him, and that's a good thing.
Ah, Rean. Did Celestine contact you?
Yeah, did you have some trouble with the radio show?
Yeah, it's a pretty long story though, and I hate to take up your time. I won't bother you with it if you're busy right now.
He seems pretty worried. I do have a lot of things to do, but maybe I can at least hear him out. Well, for the time being, you can just tell me the story. You said something about appearing on a radio program?
Ah, yeah. Rean, do you know of Radio Trista's early morning radio drama?
Oh, I didn't know you guys were running a radio drama. I heard that you were working on a short drama, but I train in the morning, so I never heard it.
Ah, I see. That might actually be for the better. The show is an adventure called The Eternal Noon. It started in spring and has really been catching steam with the listeners. And during the summer festival in the capital, we're going to do a special show during prime time.
Ah, I see. I never heard of it, but it sounds interesting. So, what's the problem?
Well, we have some issues with the protagonist and the heroine. We hired 2 actors from a theater company, but both of them came down with food poisoning.
I see. Well, food spoils faster this time of year. I guess they had bad luck. Wait, are you asking?
Yep, I'm asking you to play the protagonist.
No way. I cannot do that. I've never acted in my life. The fans are going to be furious.
Well, the saving grace here is that your voice is similar to his. It's not unheard of in this industry, and I'll do everything I can to help you. And most importantly, I think you'd fill the protagonist role perfectly.
Even if that's true, didn't you say the heroine got food poisoning too?
Well, yes. The way the show works, the heroine changes every episode. So a few scripts are already ready to go, so I think we could make this work. So I have a few people in mind that we both know. I was hoping you might be able to convince one of them.
It was nice knowing you.
Hey, wait. Like I said, the show's finally picking up steam. I don't want it to end like this. I've been working on this story ever since our school days. It's my precious baby. And just like with Eben Time, I want nothing but quality entertainment for our listeners.
This is out of the blue, but I feel sorry for him. It's gonna be hard asking someone we know to play the heroine. Okay, I don't know what I can do, but I'll try my best.
Thanks, Rean. I don't even know how to begin to thank you.
Well, we don't have much time, right? So come on, let's get started. So, who do you think would be good for the heroine role?
Ah, yeah. So first of all, the drama is set in a fictional kingdom located in the center of the continent. The main character's name is Known. He's a skilled agent who carries out secret orders from the second-born princess. Well, it's quite an interesting background. White hair, black clothes, and at his hip is a chosen blade of a type of eastern sword known as a katana.
Is it basically an offshoot of Rean when he's in his ogre form? I don't even know where to start with this main character.
So for the heroine, I'm thinking a petite troublemaker engineer named Femi. Or a female merchant with an accent named Bertha who goes up against the big companies. Or a plucky med student named Nanai who works at a big hospital that was taken over by the pharmaceutical company. Or a sister named Reese who is part of a church secret order of Knights.
No, that is too close to home.
Those are the heroines for the script that are ready to go.
Okay, I know who you have in mind. Mint for engineering, Becky for the merchant, Linda for the med student, and Rosine for the sister.
Yeah, so I want you to ask one of them to play the part of the heroine. I'll let you decide who you want to go with.
Okay, I don't have much time, so I'll ask around. You need to prepare for the recording, right? So go ahead and do that in the time being.
Alright, got it.
The radio stars started. Alright.
Listen, Rean, I need you and the replacement heroine to save my show. I'll direct you through the whole thing, so please. Please.
Well, the actors you had in mind were Mint, Becky, Linda, and Rosine, right? Fine, I'll go talk to them about it.
You're a lifesaver, Rean.
Alright, well, the first two that comes in mind that I would have like to be my co-star, definitely Linda. Maybe then Mint, Rosine, and Becky? Definitely not Becky because of the accent. That's gonna be very hard to properly get over on the radio. Oh, Instructor Rean, is something wrong? It looks like you're in a hurry. Well, the heroine role is a young doctor in training. She seems to fit the bill, so maybe I'll ask. Actually, Monk had a request for me. Even if it's just my voice. Me in a drama? Yeah, sorry. It's pretty out of the blue, huh? Oh, but that radio drama. There was a patient I met at St. Ursula who loved that show. Wow, so even Crossbell listens to the Empire's radio broadcast, huh? Yeah, she's been in the hospital for a long-term illness. She always listens to the show first thing in the morning. I became friends with her while I was training there, but... Alright, I'll agree to help you out. I've never acted before, so I'm not sure how good I'll be, but... well, the two of us will be in the same boat here, so no worries. We'll need as much practice time as we can get, so what do you say we hurry to the radio station? Okay. Rean and Linda headed over to the radio station and met with Monk. They were handed the script after reading it over a few times. They were ready to record. Rean and Linda gave fitting portrayals for the roles of the protagonist and the heroine, and although there were some hiccups, the recording went very smoothly. All that was left was to record the climactic scene.
Okay, next is the climactic scene in the pharmaceutical company's underground lab. Nanai discovers the missing patients who have all been mutated. In order to cure their mutations, Noon and Nanai attempt to get the vaccine. I'll let you two figure out how you want to do this.
It's up to us.
Okay.
I'll do my best. So this is what happens to all the missing patients. No, please don't hurt them. I'm sure we can still cure... I know. I'm going to try and knock them out first.
This is the last scene. A mutant dog attacked the mastermind, but the dog was the nice pet Argo. The vaccine or her pet. Nanai realizes he must choose one or the other. Frozen in shock, Known voice snaps her out of it.
The vaccine or my beloved family member. Both are important. Coldly choose the vaccine. Regrettably choose it. Yeah, it will definitely be regrettably choose the vaccine because we need to get it because we need to save all the people. But it is a family member she loves, so definitely regrettably. Sorry, Arago, but if I don't do something about you, we won't be able to save anyone. Now's my line. I should forcefully, really kindly encourage her. I don't know, because he's having a really hard time making the choice between the vaccine and killing the pet and all that kind of stuff. So does it really help the being kind to a person like that? Or should we just give them the last push they need to make the right choice? I think forcingly encourage her. If she regrets her choice, she can at least reflect on me that she made that choice because I forced her to do it. That way she won't feel guilt towards her own self for killing off her own pooch. So yeah. It can't be the only way. There has to be a way to get the vaccine and save your family. All I need is an opening for just a split second. That's it. If I can just use that thing the head nurse gave me. And cut. That was perfect. You guys were perfect together. That's good. Phew, what a relief. With all the twists and turns, the recording was done in an hour. Rean and Linda gathered up their things and prepared to head out. Thank you both so much. We're gonna start editing it now, but I think it's going to turn out as great as the other episodes. Not so sure we'll match up to the real thing. Oh, I'm still just an amateur after all, so I'm not very confident either. Anyway, it was no coincidence you asked us to play these characters, huh? Well, they spoke the exact same way Rean and I do, though maybe a little spicing up here and there. Well, you're exactly right. I described your mannerism to scriptwriter while adding a special flavor. I just thought modeling the main characters after you two will make a really good story. I figured that was the case. Well, nevertheless, I hope all your listeners enjoyed it, especially anyone turning out in St. Ursula. I guess the hospital setting can be helped, but make sure you emphasize that this is fiction. Oh yes, of course. Since I modeled the hospital after St. Ursula's, I'll make sure to credit them too. Radio stars completed. Ooh, Atlas SR. 5000 Mira. And 2 AP. Don't mind that if I do. Now this show is gonna be a real hit. It's all thanks to you, Rean. I just finished checking the audio and asking for edits. As far as the casting concerned, I thought an actual model would make it feel more believable. If you wouldn't mind letting it slide, I'd really appreciate it. Just make sure you ask for permission, okay? Well, of course. Thanks, Rean. He keeps changing the deal on me, but I guess it's too late to back out now. Well, that's just Monk. He just wants to make his project a success, who can blame him? But for now, I think we're gonna leave it right here, like this. Next time, we're gonna start off with guys' bonding events, then we are gonna go over to the branch campus, talk to everyone we haven't talked to yet, and then hopefully when we have time left, do the Panzer training and make a start at the keep. This episode, I have to say, I didn't expect all the side quests taking this long to complete, but they were very, very good. I did enjoy them. So next time, let's continue on with our bonding events. So for now, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. Like I said, we're gonna do a bonding event and see if we can finish off the branch campus. So, see you then. Bye bye.